This natural ingredient might be all that you need to grow your hair, repair your damaged hair, strengthen your hair strands, and also grow your hair much faster, thicker, and fuller. Welcome, beautiful people. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you are one of my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So this is bay leaves. Bay leaves are very great when it comes to hair growth. It is one of the natural ingredients that has anti-inflammatory properties. This will soothe your scalp and also treat your scalp from dandruff. Bay leaves can also stimulate blood flow to your scalp and help you grow new healthy hair. And here you all, you know how we do it here. But if you're new here and you do not know how we do it here, we show a lot of love around this channel. So please show your girl some love by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell so each time I upload DIYs for hair growth like these, you will always be notified. And do not forget to share this video with your friends, your families, as well as on your social media platforms. Thank you for doing all that. Alright, so what I did was I washed my bay leaves. Always make sure you wash your natural ingredients before using them in your DIY hair growth recipes because these ingredients have been sitting in the grocery stores collecting dust and you do not want all of that in your hair. So whenever I do my DIY recipes, I make sure to wash my natural ingredients 2 or 3 times before starting with any recipe. So once the leaves were thoroughly washed, I put them in a saucepan and I top it with some water. So there is no specific measurement with the amount of water you need to add. These are natural ingredient recipes. Too much or too less of water will not harm you in any way. The trick is you just need to make sure you cover your natural ingredients with enough water. And it all depends on the quantity you are trying to make. So you're going to allow this to boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Or when you see the color change, the color of the water change, you know your DIY recipe is all ready. So the next thing you're going to do is to set it aside and transfer it into your mason jar. So at this point, we're going to transfer all the leaves, including the juice, into a mason jar, and we're going to set it aside, and I'm going to show you what next to do. And guys, make sure you're following this recipe because it is one of my favorite recipes, and if you are consistent with the use, you will definitely come back and thank me later. And also, it is one thing to know how to prepare it, and it's another to know the best way to use it in order to get all the benefits. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this simple DIY recipe to boost your hair growth. So make sure you're not skipping any part of this video and you're watching to the end. Alright, so I set the recipe aside for overnight. You want to leave it sitting in a jar for at least a day to help it infuse all the ingredients that you need into the water. So you want to extract all the nutrients from the bay leaf. So doing it this way is the best way, guys. Then after that, you're just going to strain it into a bowl like so. There are a few ingredients I love to add to my DIY recipes. It adds a lot of benefits to these natural ingredient DIY recipes. So the first thing I'm going to add is some coconut oil. Coconut oil is a very great oil when it comes to hair growth. It is a very lightweight oil, so when you apply it to your hair, it easily absorbs into your hair. But you do not have to use coconut oil. Feel free to use olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, any plant-based oil that works well with your hair. So with this quantity, I added about 1 tablespoon of my coconut oil. It is very important to add some kind of oil to these DIY recipes because it is just a hairspray. It is water-based. So you need some kind of oil to help it stay in your hair much longer. Otherwise, once you spray it in your hair, it is all going to dry out. So I also added some castor oil. Castor oil is also great when it comes to hair growth. Castor oil is a thicker oil. It helps moisturize your hair and keep it moisturized for a long time. So it prevents hair breakage and also strengthen your hair strand. I also added about a tablespoon of castor oil. Then I mixed everything together. You can either use castor oil or coconut oil or any oil you have. You don't have to use both oil, but I just love to use both. I'm also going to add my essential oil. Today, I'm going to use lavender essential oil. You can also feel free to use any essential oil of your choice. There are a lot out there. But I love adding a few drops of my essential oil to my DIY recipes because it adds to the smell of it. It makes it smell better. It also has its own benefits, like lavender oil will treat your scalp from dandruff and any other scalp issues. So I just love adding few drops to my DIY recipes. At this point, this whole DIY hairspray is all ready. So this is bay leaf hairspray. This spray has been a game changer for me. You actually need to give it a try. But I'm going to show you the best way to use it in order to get all the benefits. So once you have your spray ready like so, you are just going to spray it on your scalp, on your hair strands, massage it in, use this at least 5 times a week or whenever your hair feels dry. Whenever you use this hairspray, make sure you follow with a hair moisturizer or a leave-in conditioner. Do not forget to put your hair in a protective hairstyle to lock in the moisture. If you have any leftovers, you can keep it in the refrigerator and discard after 5 days. If you want to keep it longer, then you have to freeze it. Whenever it's time for you to use it, just allow it to melt, warm it up before you apply it to your hair. Let me hear from you in the comment section below if this is something you would love to try at home.